Welcome to our third tutorial. You're going to need a blank piece of paper and we're going to fold our paper. Each fold is going to be about 2 centimetres. Fold it first and then turn the paper around and make a second fold on that side. Once you've done the second fold, turn the paper around again and keep folding until the whole of the page is folded. Spread it out smooth as you can. Get your pen or pencil and we're going to learn about the length of notes. This is our longest note today. This note is worth 4 beats. It's called a semibreve. The second note is slightly smaller and rounder, and write a line above it. This is worth 2 beats. And it's called a minim. The next note is the same, but colour the whole thing in. And then give it a line again, the same as the last one. This note is worth 1 beat. It's called a crotchet. The next note is exactly the same, colour it in, do the line, and then a slightly smaller line at the top. It's worth half a beat. And it's called a quaver. The next note is the same again. Colour in, line, a little line on the top, and then a second little line. This is worth a quarter of a beat. It's called a semi-quaver. The last note, do the circle, colour it in, do the line, and then this one has 1, 2, 3 little lines. And this is 1/8 of a beat. It's called a demi-semi-quaver. Let's go over them again. Semibreve, minim, crotchet, quaver, semiquaver, demi-semiquaver. Now we're going to create a grid, and where my finger is, you're going to draw a semibreve. On the next line of the grid, where my finger is, you're going to draw a minim. And on the other side of the page, another minim. On the next line of the grid, you're going to draw 2 crotchets on this side. There's one. And then the second crotchet. There you go. And on the other side of the page, where my finger is, do the third crotchet. And then the 4th crotchet. On the next line of the grid, we're going to do the quavers. 1, 2, and then put a line on the top of these. Then we're going to do the next set of quavers. 1, 2, there are 2 ways that you can see quavers in music. You can see them like they are at the top of the page, or you can see them like this, with a line joining 2 quavers. Let's do the last set of quavers now. There we are. On the next line of the grid, we're going to do the semiquavers. 4 of them here. Create the lines going up and then the line on top, and there are 2 lines on top with these. Let's do the next set of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the little lines going up and then the lines on top. 2 of them, remember. Go to the next side of the page, create another 4 semiquavers, line on top, and then the second line. And the last set of semiquavers, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 2 lines to finish them off. Now we're going to do the demi-semiquavers. There's quite a lot of these. Let's do the first lot, and there's 8 in that first group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure you've counted them all. Now let's create the lines going up for all of them. And a line on top for all of them. Now next you're going to create your second line, but your second line is only going to be for 4 of them. So make sure there's a gap after the 4th note, and then the second line for the next 4 notes. Before we do the 3rd line, let's do the next set of demi-semiquavers. Can you remember how many there are? Yeah, you're right, there's 8 of them. Create the lines going up for all 8. And then the line on top. Make sure your second line only joins up the first 4 notes, and then you're going to join up the next 4 notes as well. We'll go back now and we'll create the 3rd line. Remember only to join the first 4 notes and the next 4 notes and the next 4 notes and the next 4 notes. We're going to do the same thing on the other side of the page. I'll do it quickly and you can pause the video. I want you to notice now how you can see in music quavers and semiquavers and demi-semiquavers in different ways. You can see them with a line going up and a little line on top as they are on the top of your page, or you'll see them joined up sometimes as well as they are on your grid. Also, I want you to see that every line on your grid after the semibreve is multiplied by 2. Let's do a little revision. Can you remember what this next note is? It's the one that looks like an egg on its side. How many beats and what is it called? What about this note? Can you remember how many beats this note is? And what about the next one? Can you remember this one? And the last one. If you want to test yourself, You could fold the top of the paper over so you can't see the names and the length of the notes. Someone else can test you if you like. Try and see if you can learn the names of the notes. If you've had a great time and you've enjoyed this tutorial, draw a little heart, colour it in, and I'll see you next time.